Aloha and welcome back to HiNow Daily. Okay, this is where all the fun happens for the keiki. We are here at the Emergency Preschool, and right now I'm with the preschool director. I've got Lynn Constantino here. And of course, all of this on the grounds of the 5-acre property, or is it 6 acres here with Imua Family Services. This is great for the kids, right?
Yeah. Thank you for having me. This is our Outdoor Emergency Preschool.
And tell us a little bit about how this got started. Of course, you know, we're talking about the wildfires, and this was just a need for the keiki. Already childcare is such a need for families.
Right.
But after the disaster, the devastating fires, there needed to be a place for you guys to kind of take in some of the keiki, right?
Yeah, you know, with Imua Inclusion Preschool, we really focus on nature-based education and outdoor learning. And so it was always really in our plan to open up another preschool and focus on those things. And then when the wildfires came, it really just kind of forced us to execute it. We saw the need, and you know, we already was doing a lot of outdoor activities with children and doing a lot of, you know, community things. And so we're just like, we got to do it.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Yeah.
It's all for the keiki, and I love what you folks are doing here. You got the mat set up here for everybody to come have a little story time action. I saw some books out there, and then they have like all of these little instruments you can pick up. You make music. There's like a house in here. People are playing house, and school is pau right now for the day. But earlier we were, you know, kind of hanging out with some of the keiki, and they're saying some of the fun things that they like to do is garden. So you guys even do that. So let's talk about all the little fun stuff that they have.
Yeah, you know, our outdoor preschool, it really has the same elements as an indoor classroom, right? Like you have your art area, you have your science area, you have your circle time area, and really we're just using our natural environment to create those spaces. So here...
Look at that teepee. Look at how amazing.
Right, the teepees are an option for the keikis, and honestly, they don't choose them, but it's an option, and they just like to be up in the trees and outside mostly, and we're so lucky because we have the perfect weather for that.
Yeah,
right?
we do. And they were like running up here. I think there's a slip and slide over here. So on the hot days, they can like put on their like swim outfits and go down that slide there. And then just up there, we've also got some of the house there. Like I mentioned, you can play.
Yeah, so typically in a preschool, you have your dramatic play area, right? Where children can. So same thing, we just bringing it outside.
Bringing everything outside. How important is that for keiki to be learning, like in this natural environment outside?
Right.
You know, after experiencing some of, you know, those hard times, right?
Yeah, and you know, after COVID, we kind of learned that, right? Like being outdoors was a thing, and it was, we were already doing that. So it wasn't really a huge shift for us to come and do like preschool outdoors when COVID happened. We're like, okay, let's do an outdoor preschool when the fires happened. And being outdoors is so good for children, you know. They don't get outside as often as we used to, and we've kind of seen how that is impacting children's mental health, their behavior, and I really do see the positive benefits it's having on our children just being outside and being able to play.
Absolutely, and you were saying 90% of the keiki here at this emergency preschool, they all came over from Lahaina, so to have this special place for them, that's amazing, right?
Yeah, you know, when Dean made that call of like, okay, you know, that outdoor preschool that we are going to do, we're going to actually start it now. And I was like, okay. And, you know, just like Absolutely said, we just put on boots, let's go, let's do this. And we just kind of learned as we, you know, went. The families and the children came in. We're so happy that we were able to give a safe place for children to come after the traumatic events, where the families felt safe to drop off their keiki.
Yeah, I know it's very hard to talk about, you know, but being able to have this amazing space for the keiki to learn, to grow, to thrive, to be in their natural habitat here in Hawaii, it's so amazing to see the work that Imua Family Services is doing here on property. And we mentioned that you guys are actually expanding and having a whole nother preschool on the other side, right?
Yes, right next to the alpacas. That's where we're starting to build our second preschool. So everything will kind of shift to that area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Well, thank you so much for your time having this space for the keiki. It was so amazing for me to like walk along. Even when the keiki were here, play with them and hang out and see what they're up to. They absolutely adore this place. Any keiki would.
Yes.
So yes, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
All right. Well, stay with us here on HiNow throughout the week. We are going to be checking in with other nonprofits here on the Valley Isle. We got to support Maui, keep Maui on our minds because, the anniversary of the fires is back August 2023. We're coming up on a year. So we want to make sure that we still have everybody in our hearts and we're still doing everything we can in our powers to make sure that our community is thriving here on the Valley Isle. So stay with us all week here on HiNow Daily. But that's going to do it for us here at Imua Family Services. Go ahead and check them out on their website. See all the work, the incredible work that they're doing here for our keiki and the families of our precious keiki as well. Aloha.